We've had a wobble. Welcome to Beyond Blue Brazil. Welcome in. Unfortunately, what I just said is accurate. We've had a wobble after those two losses I brought you last time. Bet you enjoyed those. We drew St Johnstone 1-1 in the league. We then beat Inverness Cali Thistle 2-0, which is, reasonable. It's better. It's not a high-scoring game, but it's a win. And then we drew 3-3 at Ibrox with Rangers. Not a great run. Gordon Johnson, I decided to give him a go because of the two 1-0 losses. I decided to throw him in there. He did score. Unfortunately, we couldn't see it through and ended up dropping points in that game late on. The following game, Mina did what he did, scored his 2 goals. Very nice. We got the win. Rangers, we were unfortunate. We were leading in the 84th minute. We'd taken the lead for the second time in the game. Didn't manage to kill it off. They scored in the 92nd minute. And that leads us to a very important Champions League first knockout round, second leg against RB Leipzig. And honestly, I'm going to have to try something different. We're going to take a bit of a risk. The team to take on RB Leipzig in this second leg. Udoka continues in goal. Donaldson left wing back. Paul Byrne right wing back. Rico, Hanel and Otara as my centre back pair. McLean and Quealy defensive midfield. Labovic is going to go box to box. I want someone there who's going to run. He's got the physicalities for it. And tackle. He's got 14 tackling. Normally our box to box midfielder, the one thing they don't have is actually good tackling. I want him to get about, win that ball and lay it off. Conde is the attacking midfielder. Mina and Velasco up top. We're also playing positive. I've dropped the line of engagement. I've dropped the defensive line. We are going to try our best to get out of this team. I think I'm also going to not play them out wide. I don't want them crossing too many balls across goal. We've taken off work, ball and box, etc. We're going to try catch them on the counter and give them a hard time. Hopefully, set pieces are going to be strong as well because we need them to be. We're 1-0 down from the first leg. It's time to step up. If we're going to make it through these sort of fixtures, you have to be able to perform on the road. So let's go out there and show RB Leipzig that we are just as good as them, if not better. That's the hope. This could be over by half time, I'm not going to lie. Very nervous about this one. Really important game. After this, there's not too much left to bring you till the end of the season. I think we're still 14 points clear in the league, so all focus on the Champions League. We've guaranteed a top 4 finish as well. I think I'll go balanced as well. Don't want to push too much forward, but we do have to attack them. We've got to be very careful because they are going to be happy to sit back, I reckon. Look how much of the ball they've got. Okay, so that has me worried already. Let's up the tempo. I'm going to take the passing space off and move to just work the ball in the box. We'll up the tempo, get further forward, but then when we're on the edge of the area, look for that opening. What is that? What have I just seen? How is he... What is he thinking there? 2 players go for it. One of our players goes right through the back of the player, giving away a penalty. Give me 2-0 down on aggregate, and it's like we didn't even get to see us. We didn't get going. Great save by Udoka. Oh, a lifeline. What do we do? Positive. Do we press him a bit more? I'm going to press him a bit more. Try and make it uncomfortable for them here. They've had way too much of the ball. Come on. It's starting to become cruel. It's the only competition we've really got left that we care about. We care about the league, but the league, we got that sewn up. Oh, come away with you. Team's playing poor. I don't know what to do. I don't know if we've just got it incredibly wrong in this game. Team's just not good enough. Doesn't feel great, I'm not gonna lie. Got no left back on the bench. Fantastic. Time is just flying away. Well, time to do something. We need to create. We need to get the ball forward. We need to do something. Maybe go with a counter press. Change a couple of roles. Do I want to distribute it over the top of the opposition defense? Might as well give it a go. McLean just not. It's not working with him. Nobody's playing well. We're just giving up set piece after set piece. They've hit the post and they've nodded it in. Fuck. We're not even close. We're not even close to RB Leipzig. I thought this was one of the better draws we could have got with the teams remaining. Now, of course, they would have topped their group, so I don't know why I think that. It's hard to judge. Obviously, topping our group would have given us, ideally, a better tie, but nothing we've done or tried to do over these 2 legs has remotely worked. Our keeper saved a pen, for crying out loud, and he still managed to concede 2 more very simple headers. Maybe the Brazilian box we play typically domestically is just too aggressive for Europe, and we need to have something in our back pocket for games like a version that has the low block. I know it can be done. That's a great hit. McLean scores a screamer. Not really a screamer, but I mean, a very good hit. Spares our blushes a little bit. Byrne hooks it back. Velasco puts it for Conde, lays it off, and McLean just runs onto it, hits it first time. Very nice far corner. But look at the team. It's just the box-to-box midfielder just didn't work how I envisioned it. I'll take on Ari. And Mina can come off for Gordon Johnson. Yeah, disappointing. If we score another one here, I'm going to be frantically throwing everything forward. Really out to Paul Byrne. Don't do this. This would be so FM. Oh, don't do this. Oh, I've hit the post. Oh, you could have... I would have preferred the goal. Despite it being frustrating, I would have still preferred to score. Yeah, we're going to have to work out something for next season, because if we don't have the player quality now, it's going to be very tough to get, Champions League quality players in with the money we have year on year. We're still one of the smaller teams in Europe. I think it would take a good sight more, especially with the trying to change to bring through some Scottish players. Disappointing. Really gutting. We're on a terrible run and we are out of the Champions League once again. I'm gonna try and keep morale up. We've got a league title to go win. What are your thoughts about the aggregate defeat? Ties over. I don't really want to talk about it. Is that the second year running we've been knocked down in the same spot? And to think we beat Liverpool as well. We'd beaten Liverpool, and that felt big. I'm pretty sure this is the second year we are out in the first knockout round. Yeah. So Arsenal first knockout round last year, 4-1 on aggregate. Previous to that, we didn't even get through the group stage. We weren't even in Champions League. We've hit a bit of a brick wall. At least we're competing in the group now. That is definitely a marked improvement. Winning our first 5, but then not topping the group gives us a tougher blooming draw as well. So 3-1 on aggregate. We're just chipping away at it. Hopefully we can put together a better team for next season, I guess. Damn. 8.2 million. Can't complain about that, but oh, for God's sake. So Velasco wants us to make the latter stages of Champions Cup, and I must have agreed to that. And now he's thinking about leaving. Whew, he would be a bad one to lose. He's so important to us. He's very important to how we play. He's wanted by a lot of big teams. If we have to sell him, we need crazy money. We need big money. But as we move forward, we'll head to the Dundee United game, unless we get our youth intake. If we do, I'll bring that to you. Well, something about youth intake previews that you just shouldn't believe. What was maybe an excellent intake is a below average intake. This looks like the first one for some amount of time. There's not much at all. No, it looks pretty ropey, to be honest. He's got some physicality to him, and a model citizen, but yeah, doesn't look like there's much worth delving into. Ross McLennan looks alright. See what the coaches say, but yeah, disappointing. Not what I was hoping for all year. That it's the preview comes in so early and you go, oh, I'm getting excited. And then it's that bad, you're like, what was the point? My Twitch save next FM23. It is going to be a youth only save, so we are going to get battered by the intake previews being inaccurate year after year, I reckon. Fun, eh? We've evaluated him. Martin Flynn seems a bit better rated than he was. 6'3", bit of a big lad. We'll sign the recommended players. But there's certainly, I mean, that's only 5 players. That is not great. The team to take on Dundee United at the Cowdenbeath Stadium. Udoka continues in goal. Thompson, Byrne as our wing-backs. Thomas and Otara as our centre-back pairing. McLean and Quealy as our defensive midfield duo. Ari and Condi as a time midfield. So Ari's going to come in as a box-to-box midfielder. Going to try and get him more game time toward the end of the season. Alex Scott seems to have dropped off a little bit. There's not a huge difference between them. I still think a great box-to-box midfielder is something we need to track down. Mina and Velasco as our attackers. I want Gordon Johnson on the bench because he likes playing against Dundee United. I'd like to get him on. I'd like to get him some goals. But we have to go out there, win this game, put this bad run behind us. I just want us to go on, win the league now. And there's nothing left for us this season. So what we're going to do, the very next video I bring you will be end of season. We'll go right to the final game and then we'll do another assessment of where we're at and what we need to do. But I think right now, without looking through the team, our key thing is we have to freshen up that midfield. I feel like box-to-box midfielder is not strong enough. Attacking midfielder, even we could find some improvement on Conde. The problem is those players are not cheap. To get improvement in this team, not cheap, and you got to convince them to come to Scotland. Very difficult. Could we see some sales this summer? I'm not sure. We still got to keep blooding some of our younger players, but yeah, we're going to need to raise money somehow, so we'll see. I'm sure my centre-backs are going to be wanted. The one thing that we seemingly have gotten right several times now at Cowdenbeath is the centre-backs we bring in. That is a good cross. It's headed away. Well done. Ari now lifts it forward. Mina, nice flick onto Conde. Conde driving forward, pulls it back. Ari plays it through Mina. Nice touch. Goes in the box. He's practically headbutted Dune. Right. Penalty. Let's score this. Who's taking it? Number 32. Who's that? Quealy. Defensive midfielder, of course. That's a terrible pen. Oh. Pull it back. Thompson. Another pen. Surely. No. Nothing going my way today, apparently. We're really stumbling. We're dragging ourselves over the line here. Gutted by that. We should be 1-0 up. I'm going to have to put someone on penalties for next season. This is getting ridiculous. Just allowing someone to step up. Whoever's maybe best is never the right choice, it seems. Right, Mina lays off Conde, puts it back. Mina, heaps of space to work. What is that? Mina, you're our top goal scorer. That was awful. I'm starting to get a little frustrated by our attacking impotency. We've looked pretty bad. Thinking what I can do. Paul Byrne probably has to come off. I guess we bring on Paul. Thomas, great header. Top bins. Is offside. Come on. A brilliant header just chalked off. And he is offside. Oh, man. It's a fantastic header, but he did have an extra yard on his man. Right, Pollock's just come on. Let's see what he can do. Finds Velasco. Velasco back to Pollock. It's an interesting ball. Don't think he was going to pull it off. Conde through Amina. Get in. Finally. Oh, that feels like it is taking way too long. 62 minutes and we missed a pen. We had a pen saved, even worse. That ball wasn't the best, but, you know, Pollock being positive, that's what I want to see from our younger players. And Mina just finished it clinical, easy as you like, top corner, move on, 1-0. Really nice ball by Conde. I do like Conde as a centre midfield attack, but the box-to-box midfielder feels like a area that is just, we just don't have the right player, you know. When it's a good finisher, they've got no tackling. When it's a good tackler, they've got no finishing. Thomas hits the bar and McCrory manages to get his hands on that one. Velasco lifts it. Great run by Mina. Is that going to count? He had heaps of space. It is not going to count. They're all offside. Everyone was offside. Any one of them could have hit that. It would have been offside. Fantastic. Great line, boys. Calm Pollock down. He's on a yellow. Willock now. Afolabi. Come on. Right, good tackle. Queeley moves it forward. Conde. No, not a great ball. Try and look for Mina. I wanted to take on Gordon Johnson. I still would like to. Let's bring on Gordon Johnson for Mina. Although Mina has grabbed us the goal. Please don't crumble here. I can't have. No. Oh, Udoka with hands. Just tips it over. We really do not want to lose this. Thomas probably needs to come off for Rico. McLean, maybe. I think I've used all my subs. Is it going to be a really boring 1-0 win? It was a great goal. Velasco with Tara over the top. I mean, I'd be happy for it now. 1-0, 3 points. Lovely. Gordon Johnson does not get his goal against his former club. Wow. Gordon Johnson really just fallen out of favour this season. It's rough because his form was electric and it injury just stopped him dead. So, as it stands, we are 16 points clear of Motherwell, who are now in second place. Looks like Celtic and Rangers play each other, so depending how that goes, Motherwell might keep that spot in second. And remember, start of season, Motherwell were expected to win the league. We've got 9 unbeaten in the league, and 16 points clear is a great amount of points clear, right, for SPFL. That's fantastic. It's basically ours, right? How do we make that next step? I feel like if it's not going to happen via the youth intake, which it didn't look like it is, we're going to just have to continue to work with, you know, some of the younger players we've got. We've got high potential. Lewis Thompson, etc. I expect them, they could very much become world beaters. Conde's still only 20. We've got some good young players here. But on the upper side, our best players are all quite young, but then there's a middling group that is, you know, 26, 25. That's all still reasonable. But the likes of Alex Scott, who is now not really a first choice at 29. I know he's injured, but we maybe have to move that kind of player on. We're not at our peak yet. These players they're not in their prime, so but we need to hold on to them till they are. Like Santiago Velasco is wanted by everyone. He's a bit unhappy, but still only 24. Like, we need to keep hold of him. I can't believe how long he's been with us now on this journey. 5 seasons and still only 24 is pretty good. We don't want him going anywhere. We'll assess it all next time. I think we're going to go straight to the season end, to be honest. I keep calling it the SPFL, but it's the Cinch Premiership, really, these days. So we got 2 league games left before the split. I think we return last game of the split. I expect to win. Well, it's Aberdeen. We might not win both games, but I don't think we are going to manage to mess up the league from here. 16 points clear. We'd have to lose all our games to open it up to anyone. I don't think that's going to happen. So we'll come in, end the season, final game, whoever that is against, and then boom, we'll do a quick assessment of where we're at, and we'll lay our cards on the table. Where are we going from here? Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy the video, hit that like button, comment away. Where would you, if I could only buy one player who would definitely improve the team, what position would you say we go and get next season? Now, it is to go from, you know, just making the knockout rounds to making sure that do we just build? I'd like to hear your tactical views. Do you think we have to have a bit more of a solid Brazilian box, low block for the Champions League? Because I'm willing to make that. But the player, where do we focus all of our time on the summer? Because that's what we have to do now. We're not going to have a heap of money. If we put our focus on one player, we can go out and get someone to improve this team. I think box-to-box midfielder would be a good place to upgrade, but I'm willing to listen to suggestions. Join me next time when we once again go beyond Blue Brazil. 1-0 against Dundee United.